Hey, welcome. It's Dr. Christine from Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. Today's topic is going to be, I was going to say it's going to be a German lesson, but then I figured everybody would stop the video. I'm going to use an interesting German word that perfectly describes something that you might be doing that's causing chronic pain or other nuisance chronic symptoms to stick with you and not go away. So we'll get into that in just a minute. Please, before I do that, take a quick second to subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss these upcoming short videos that are teaching you how to live your happiest, healthiest, most pain-free life possible. So again, I'm Dr. Christine Bradstreet. I'm a retired chiropractor, and now I run this channel to bring these techniques to you to help you put an end to chronic pain and other chronic symptoms that are the result of the mind-body connection, or what some people call TMS, or what other people call neural circuit symptoms. They all mean the same thing. They all mean that there's a little mix-up in your brain that is causing you to feel pain in your body. And it can manifest like things like back pain, neck pain, headaches, irritable bowel syndrome, skin reactions, food sensitivities. The list is very long. So, let me teach you a German word. It's called Kopfkino. Kopfkino, which means literally head movie. So, a head movie is like a very intense visualization, so strong that you see it playing out in your brain. But have you ever noticed when you're visualizing something very vividly, very strongly, your body reacts as if it's actually happened? I mean, you can really work yourself up into a state of anxiety or panic, or in a state of like elation and joy, depending on the strength of this Kopfkino or head movie that we can create. So I used to do this because I've told you before, I have walked this path. I had decades of very severe chronic neck pain, severe chronic migraine headaches, other nuisance symptoms like chronic constipation, bloating, food sensitivities. So remember, when I'm sharing these ideas with you, it's not just theory that I'm pulling out of the air or mimicking from other people. These things work, and they're backed by science, and they worked for me, and it's my goal to help you learn so that they can work for you as well. So what I used to do, and what you're probably doing also, is very strongly visualizing outcomes that you don't want. So for example, if I would wake up with a little bit of a headache, I would create a Kopfkino that saw it turning into a full-blown migraine. And it included fears like, how am I going to get through my day at work? What if this migraine becomes too severe to function? What if it gets so bad I can't handle it? What if it gets so bad I have to go to the emergency room? And these pictures and these feelings were so vivid. And you know this already. The brain can't tell the difference between an event that's being actually experienced versus an event that's being vividly imagined in your mind movie. So I was just flooding my brain with messages of danger, and then my brain was triggering that fight or flight system, which of course was only going to make the headache worse or trigger a migraine or throw other symptoms on top of it. So what I'm asking you to do is be honest, like, hey, am I creating these mind movies that I don't want? Because chances are you're creating a mind movie of what you don't want instead of a mind movie about what you do want. And a mind movie of what you don't want are what if type thoughts. What if I have a flare-up? What if it acts up today? What if it gets worse? What if this never goes away? What if I can't handle it? So these are all very strong visualizations of what you don't want to happen, which only is more likely to attract it into your life, as well as it's terrorizing your brain, and then your poor body can only respond by doing what your brain is telling it to do. Now, this is not a condemnation of anybody. It's not a criticism or a judgment. We all do this. It's human nature. It's human nature to be more likely to focus on the negative rather than the positive. But we also have free will as humans, and you have the ability to say, well, I'm creating a mind movie of what I don't want to happen, and that's only freaking me out and making things worse. Let me create a different mind movie. Let me interrupt this mind movie. And a handy little trick that a hypnotherapist taught me once: pretend you have a remote control in your hand and just push the button, change the channel, stop it, rewind it, put on a new mind movie with your little imaginary remote control. It's an instant hypnosis technique. Okay, so instead, can you create a mind movie of what you want to see? And this is a great, like a meditative exercise. You don't have to sit cross-legged silently for half an hour to call it meditation. Sit on your front step, sit in a garden chair, sit at your desk at work, sit in your bed, and just take 5 minutes to visualize with a mind movie what you want your future to look like. Even if you're in the midst of a flare-up today, visualize what you want to see and expect in the future. See yourself doing the things that feel like they're off limits to you today. See yourself smiling, happy, full of life and vitality and energy. See yourself as you go through the aging and phases of life, being vibrant, being active, being at least as healthy as your peers, if not more so. See yourself living and moving with freedom and flexibility, and eating what you want and going where you want and laughing and being with your friends. See what you want. Your brain is your servant, and it's going to want to deliver to you the outcome of this mind movie. All right, my friends, you learned a German word. You learned some great techniques to put an end to your chronic pain and chronic symptoms. Hey, I would love it very much if you would drop a comment. Tell us what kind of scary, awful mind movie you were creating and how you're going to change it in the future. And if you've experimented with this in the past, how did it help you? Thanks so much. Please give the video a thumbs up. Share it with somebody that you know can help from it, and be sure to come back for the next video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.